making more than just a physical dream. I want to rock, shot, baby, that you make me want to scream. Let me rock it, rock it. Chaka, 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 Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan, let me rock, Chaka Khan.
All right, let that live, be an earwig in your ear for the rest of the day. I hope that brought back some good memories. Shaka Khan. This is my problem with government. Government sticks their nose into everything, tells us what to do, and doesn't really consider all the ramifications. A couple of weeks ago, I told you about Campbell requiring all their residents to get rid of their gas appliances and replace their water heater with an electric water heater. And torpedoes be damned, full steam ahead. They didn't think about how much it was going to cost each resident and the financial impact of everybody. And a good portion of people, even though the houses are worth millions of dollars, a lot of them are living and they bought their houses back when they were $20,000, $30,000. You can afford to put in an electrical panel, a new upgraded panel, which is $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And then on top of that, they have to do the new electric water heater and then get rid of their gas stove and gas this and gas that. It just boggles my mind. And when Berkeley comes in and says they're requiring every seller that sells their house to make eco-friendly upgrades, it doesn't make sense why the government is getting involved in this. Mostly because it has nothing to do. Other things that we have to do when you sell your house is you have to have smoke detectors and carbon dioxide detectors and braced water heaters, right? There's no choice. You have to do that. If the appraiser is going to come in and inspect and confirm that he sees smoke detectors in every room and carbon dioxide detectors, carbon monoxide detectors in every floor, and making sure that the water heaters are braced according to the upgraded code. Those are safety. Those are for safety. These are just for eco-friendly, and they're costing the residents, the sellers, millions or thousands of dollars. So I think it's really stupid that jurisdictions get involved in these types of things. So what do you think, Shaka Khan? Probate sales, we're doing a few of them coming up, and it's not excited about it. It's just a good service for us to be able to provide for you when your parents get on the way to older age and they need to be put into a care facility or older adult community. Let us help you with the property. And a lot of the conversations wrapped around, do you want to own it? What are the tax ramifications if you keep it? That kind of stuff you have to realize that goes through it. So it's not just about selling your house and all that stuff. I want you to be aware of what pitfalls could happen if you keep the house or if you rent it out or what have you. So let's have that conversation. Another video.
All right, let's settle down, everybody. Now that we have a completely new homes.com with a beautiful new design and the most in-depth info, all we need now is a new name.
Do we?
So we're gonna lock the doors and stay late until we find that name that's synonymous with shopping for homes.
Here's a wild idea. Homes.com.
We're gonna go with homes.com. We're gonna keep it. I love it. Fresh, innovative. This has been fun.
Ding dong.
Homes.com. Now, I talk about it a lot. I don't think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's definitely not perfect, but it's a whole lot better than telling you the best way for us to sell your house is to sell it off market and not expose it to the entire market and what have you. Because at the end of the day, you don't really know what your house is worth until you put it on the market. If you sell it exclusive, there's a place for it, right? Somebody doesn't want to have open house or have a ton of people coming through. You make it very exclusive. I get that, but it's just a total grab. With homes.com, it allows me to help you market your house better, take it and send it out to thousands of people. And again, what we talked about yesterday, if your house isn't selling after 30 days, it's price. It's price, period. I have nothing else to say about that. All right. It's now not officially in buyer's market, but this is the time to start looking. If you're thinking about buying a house and you're putting it off and waiting for what have you, rates aren't going to come down. I don't think they're coming down in June either. This is the time to look for houses because there's less buyers, there's less competition. Download your buyer's checklist. And nothing else is really changing here, but I did do some more research on median or average sales prices across Santa Clara County, and I will be sending this out as well. This right here is very telling. These numbers that you're looking at right here, those are the average sales price for that month and that year, that correlation. The reason why I have this one in 2025, March of 2025, is that's when we peaked. Now we're coming back. We're supposed to be in a selling season. We're at 2,544 versus we're $50,000 off. But here's your chart. Shows you that last year, that's when we peaked. We haven't hit that mark again since then. We've threatened it a couple times, but we never really got close. And with the rates staying stable because of inflation or what have you, we're probably not going to see the peak again, not until rates come down considerably. When I say considerably, I think the main reason why rates or the values went up here is because houses sold in February. For a brief weekend, everybody saw the under 6% and everybody freaked out and started buying houses again. I think that's going to continue to well down, and we're going into the summer doldrums. So just if you're thinking about selling, I would say hold off until we know the market's ready to sell. It doesn't mean we can't get your house ready to sell. Get repairs done, get staging done, get photos done, get all the marketing done. And then when we see the rates go down, then we pop it on market. I think that's a great strategy for anybody. But if you're a buyer, let's go look for some houses that have been on market for 90 days. If you've been struggling to find the right house right now, this is a good time. We've got to look for those houses. Yep, that's it. And nothing else really has changed. We're still technically in a seller's market, but I think we're getting close to being a buyer's market, especially if something terrible happens to the economy, to the globe, what have you. All right, that's it for now. I do have an open house link in my blog, so make sure you jump into that. The link is down below. I'm Vito with Abitano. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.